Oh, there's quite a few people today. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sahaja Yoga meditation for this evening. We're doing the Nabhi chakra for today, which is the third chakra. So I'll just give you a brief outline of the order of events for this evening. We will start with a small presentation on the third chakra, the Nabhi chakra, and we'll go into detail on the qualities of that chakra and the benefits of that chakra when it's clear. And then Garlin will take us through a guided technique of how to clear this this energy center, the Nabhi chakra, and it's a foot soak, which I'm sure some of you have already been introduced to. But he'll give you a nice guided talk through that, and then we will go into a nice deep meditation on that Nabhi chakra. We will listen to a talk by Sri Mataji, and then we got some beneficial feedback from a few of the newcomers to the meeting. And since it's online sessions at the moment, and there's that lack of personal interaction, we thought it might be quite nice to have a few breakout rooms at the end. So we can have maybe 3 or 4 breakout rooms, depending on how many of us there are. And we can have some smaller discussions regarding the class, people's experiences of the meditation. There'll be someone in each class who's been meditating for quite a while, so you can ask them any questions. They can give you their experiences of how the meditation's benefited you, any questions you have regarding the meeting, and hopefully just an opportunity for us to get to know you and see a face to the name, which would be lovely. So so we'll start the meditation. I think if we all just get nice and comfortable. Are there any people here for the first time? Because we have a breakout room for beginners. So so if anyone is here for the first time, you can unmute yourself and give us a shout out.
Yes, I'm here for the first time.
Ah, Marsha. Is that Marsha?
Yes.
Marsha, hi, excellent. So is there anyone else? Is that Kylie?
Yep, I'm new.
Fantastic. Anyone else? So it's Kylie and Marsha. Is that correct, or is it just Kylie?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, fantastic. Anybody else? So, David, is there someone to take the... I'm not too sure how to...
I'm opening the rooms now.
Fantastic. Okay, that's brilliant.
Great, thank you.
Amazing. So I think for all of us who have been meditating for a while, I think it might be quite nice just to start the meditation just by raising our Kundalini and doing a bandhan, just so we kind of acknowledge that this is our time now, and it's a way of kind of excluding all those external disturbances and just to kind of bring our attention inside. So if we all just, cross our legs, make sure we're nice and comfortable, and then we can just raise our Kundalini and do bandhan. That's great. So I'm just going to upload the presentation, which is on the Nabhi chakra, as I said. You might have to bear with me for a little bit because I'm not the most technically savvy person. but I'm sure I will manage. Fantastic. Okay, so here's the Nabi chakra. As you can see from the diagram, it's the third chakra, and it's the second chakra above the Kundalini. So you have the base chakra, which is the Muladhara, and that supports the Kundalini, the 3.5 coiled energy, which is nicely protected within the sacrum bone, as you all know. This Nabi chakra, it's a very important chakra because it's actually where our seeking starts. So as we all know,
Marsha?
Well, for me, I'm brand new to it, but I'm just hoping I would get, because I'm very scatty and forgetful, and so I'm just hoping I would get my mind back in order with meditation.
Perfect. So we've been practicing for almost 10 years with Dionysia, this type of meditation, and Sahaja Yoga is very unique method. It's based on one experience called self-realization. You just need to do it one time to awaken your inner energy, the Kundalini. If you have heard before, the Kundalini resides in our sacrum bone. I'm gonna just share this with you. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the subtle system. We have to do this little introduction just before we jump into the true experience of self-realization, and at the end also the true state of meditation.
Gergana,
Yes.
just one question, because I think what we can see is the YouTube video, but not the chakra chart.
Oh, yes.
You have to share perhaps again.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. Thank you. Is it better now?
Yes, I can see it now.
Perfect. Yeah, this is the subtle system. Just a quick introduction. We have 3 channels within us: left, right, and central. They're related to our past and our emotions, the left channel. The right channel is to our future and our activities when we are active. So we have this passive channel and active channel. And the aim in Sahaja Yoga is to be in the center, which means we are in the present, neither in the past, neither in the future. We stay in the present. And when this Kundalini energy awakens within us, is female energy, very gentle. She pierces through each energy center within us, and she enlightens actually those centers. If you have heard the word chakra, so we have seven chakras in our body, as you can see here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the top of our head is the 7th chakra.
And this energy center, when it is strong, you naturally get everything you need materially. But it is very important that you also, it's the flow, so it's give and take. So wealth is not to be hoarded, wealth is to be given, and it's to be given in a way to express love. So we'll go on to the next chakra. And as you can see here, we have the energy center represented in our navel, resting on the solar plexus, and that is the center of this chakra. When this chakra is blocked, we can feel it in 3 areas of our body. You know about the hands. I'm sure some of you have been introduced to the coding of the energy centers on the hands. So this energy center, if there is a block in this energy center, you'll feel it in your middle fingers. You will also feel it either or you can feel it in both places. Your big toe, and there is a point also on your head. So massaging the head and the feet can be very beneficial for actually opening your energy centers. So it's really interesting. The more you kind of gain information and knowledge in Sahaja Yoga, you realize how it interrelates to many other aspects of your subtle well-being, with acupuncture and massages and such like. So really, by oiling your hair and massaging your head, it can really help soothe you and open these energy centers. So if we look here on the right, we have the qualities that manifest, the positive qualities that manifest within us when this energy center is open and strong. So it's peace and satisfaction. You have a sense of feeling the stress goes, the anxiety, the worry subsides, and you feel more at peace and calm. This is a very important quality. And you naturally do the right thing. It's not like someone will say to you, stop smoking, stop drinking, stop swearing, don't steal. It's just something you naturally imbibe those qualities. They manifest within you as part of your personality. So it's not something you have to fight against or try to become. It just manifests within you, those qualities. And balance is also another part of this energy center. Is everything in your life is done with balance. So you gain material well-being, but it's not to excess. You live a life. You work hard, but not to excess. You rest, but not the extreme of laziness. And there's also this element of an innate sense of satisfaction. So though you actually find that when this energy center is strong, you do naturally, all your material needs are met, you naturally gain a detachment from these material objects and possessions, because you're so naturally and innately satisfied that they're by the by. You can leave them, take them or leave them. So it's a really it's an incredibly beneficial chakra to strengthen and, to put our attention on this evening. So I'll go now to the third slide. And this, I don't want to concentrate too much on this, but it's important, because if you're feeling any of these negative qualities, it's very important to know how you can fix yourself, because obviously one of the most important things about Sahaja Yoga meditation is that you actually become your own doctor. You become your own therapist, your own healer. So it's really important that when you feel things that are not quite right within you, how you can fix them. So I'm going to integrate this slide with the second slide, because I think it's very important to help you really get to the source of the problem and to enable yourself to fix it more efficiently. So with every chakra, we have 3 of each chakra. So we have the center chakra, we have the left side of that Nabhi chakra, and the right. So if I just quickly go to the next slide, we have the left energy center, which just resides to the left of the navel, and the right side, which is the right side of the navel. So the left side, the positive qualities are generosity. You just naturally.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
What about Marcia?
Silence.
Marcia, what about you?
Yeah, hi. Well, for me, I suffer from anxieties and insecurities, and I'm a bit scatty. My mind is all over the place, and I can't seem to relax.
Because of the insecurity.
Yeah, and thoughts.
It's center heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's been going on from since childhood. So it's nothing, and so I just want to be able to grab my mind and put it in order.
The beauty of the gift of Sri Mataji that in the humanities is the mechanism that is naturally inside us. The Kundalini, which is the energy, is basically the life force, is the code of life within us. She has the power inside our central nervous system to relax the very essence of what causes the anxiety, the next day, the new thinking. So Sri Mataji, we are very fortunate because she gave instructions of how we can so-called clear the chakras. We don't do the clearing, it's the Kundalini passes, and she
just block. So it's something that it's also good to be aware of. If you lose your job and you think you have no money, that chakra is inclined to be blocked. So by working on it, it'll help relieve you and see you through those hard times. So if we go to the right chakra, we'll go to the right Nabi now, and that's very much the seat of your attention. And as we all know, that our attention in meditation is paramount, because without that thoughtlessness, we really can't attain the benefits of meditation. So keeping this energy center clear is very important. And as we know, the liver, which is one of the biggest organs in our body, if the biggest, it resides here in the right Nabi. And the liver is the seat of our attention. So I will, in a few moments, show you physically how you can also help to clear that energy center. And it manifests the qualities of dignity as well, of majesty. You know, when you see some people, they just carry themselves in a very dignified manner. It's the quality of that energy center.
In Canada, I have no idea about that stuff, about all the visas, and I think in China, because there's so many Chinese kids.
There's one person who's got their speaker on. If they can just turn it off, it's filtering into the meeting. Thank you. And so obviously, if that energy center is blocked, it can manifest as again, overthinking, worrying, aggression, dominating your partner. Also, if you drink alcohol, this energy center is blocked. And as we know, alcohol also affects our attention, as we all know. So that's the qualities of the right Nabi. And the center Nabi, it's very much about having that sense of balance, about living a balanced life, doing the right thing, having that sense of peace and satisfaction. That all resides and comes from the central channel, the central Nabi. So you obviously feel dissatisfied, joyless when this energy center is blocked. So I'm just going to do a quick little introduction to the physical ways that you can clear these energy centers. So for the left side, it's actually the moon side, and it's the channel of the past. And we usually use the candle heat for this channel. So for the left Nabi, a candle, if you feel this energy center is blocking, you can just hold a candle in front of it, do a bandana around that energy center in a clockwise rotation. And the reverse for the right Nabi. So you can use an ice pack. You place an ice pack on your liver on the right side, and that cools down your liver, and immediately you feel a relief to your mental activity. It subsides, and it's much easier to attain a state of thoughtlessness by assisting cooling down your right side. And the technique we're going to concentrate on this evening is the foot soak. The foot soak is fantastic for the left and the right, and it's brilliant for clearing really your whole subtle system, but primarily the base chakras, so the Muladhara, the Swadhisthana, and the Nabi chakra. And you can either use a cold foot soak or a warm foot soak, depending on whether you feel you're more lethargic or more overactive. But I will leave the rest of the information for Garland to talk you through. He will guide you through a foot soak. So I hope you've all got your foot soak bowls, your towel, your salt and your jug, and we can start that. I was going to touch on briefly about the physical aspects, but I think maybe we should just go into the, I don't want to bombard you with too much information, but I'll just briefly let you know that actually the Nabi chakra, it does look after certain organs in the body as well. So you can actually heal yourself physically as well through meditation. It's very important, and you can diagnose yourself as well. You can feel if you've got issues with your pancreas, your bladder. an incredible tool to have. I mean, I've experienced it myself, where I had a pretty serious illness and the doctors didn't pick up on it, but I could feel it within my subtle system, and I forced them to get me referred for further tests, and it happened on 2 occasions for the same issue. And if it wasn't for that subtle awareness, my life, it could have taken a very different turn. So really, it's important to emphasize, the depth and the range and the power of what you attain through the meditation. It's not just a mental calming and soothing. It's something much deeper and more profound. So Garlin, I will pass it on to you now, and we will start the meditation with a foot soak, and then Garlin will guide us through a meditation for the Nabi chakra. Garlin, over to you.
Yeah, I didn't go. It's ready. Just stop share the screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I stopped sharing.
Okay.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Tonight we are going to do a cleansing technique, Sahaja Yoga cleansing technique called foot soak. I do believe that you have prepared for this small exercise, but before I just want to tell you what you need. We need a bowl of plastic bowl of lukewarm water. We need salt, a jug of water, and a clean towel. Now and also a candle in front of Shri Mataji's photo. The essence, the basic of this technique is that we are using the 3 main elements to cleanse our subtle body and our chakras. The first element, this is the water. The second element is the salt. This represents Mother Earth, the earth, and fire, the candle. So when we are doing the foot soak, it's good to do a foot soak every day. Like Shri Mataji used to say, it should be like when you are cleaning or brushing your teeth, the same. So usually you can do this technique after the long and stressful working day, or before meditation, or before you go to sleep. If you do this meditation every day, it will guarantee that it will balance your chakras, and also you will have a good and sound sleep. Now first as we know, before every meditation and before every foot soak, we need to raise our Kundalini and take bandha. Don't rush. Seven times. Then we have to vibrate the water. We're doing this like in the round circle, and we're vibrating the water 7 times. Clockwise direction. And then just, forget to put the salt. Sorry.
You want him?
Yeah, you can put like one salt.
Remember it again.
Right? And then put your feet in the water. The ideal level is ankle deep. Don't put it more. So one more thing, the temperature of the water depends on how do you feel. If you, after the working day, it was a very stressful day and you feel over exaggerated, you need like, so it's better to know than to get cold water, more cold water, colder type water. If you feel like downtrodden or depressed, better to put warm water and to do a foot soak with the warm water. So unlike the meditation, the foot soak technique, you need to stay with your eyes open. Best way is to look at the picture of Srimataji or the candle. Try to clear your mind. Now, one of the affirmation that you can say is what you see on the screen, Mother Kundalini, please remove all the impurities of my subtle system and put this into the water. And while we are doing this technique, we can give vibrations to abundance to our Nabi chakra. You can do a abundant to every chakra in your body whilst you are doing it, but in this case we are going to do that only for the Nabi chakra because today is Nabi chakra day. So let's give abundant to our left Nabi. This is on the level of the navel from the left hand side. And then put the negativity in the water, just release it in the water. Put back your right hand, and with the left hand we can give a vibration, we can give abandon to our left, right Nabi. And finally, we can do abandon to our central Nabi around the navel. This is a way by which we are cleaning the chakra. And as I said, you can clean all of the chakras by doing bandha and release it to the water, throw it, dispose it in the water. Put your hands on your lap and then let's say the minimum that of the minimum for this technique to last is about at least 5 minutes. So let's sit still, relax, and just sit still for about 5 minutes. If there is any talk, just say not now. Mother Kundalini, please remove all the impurities from my subtle system into this salty water. Keep your eyes open and your mind clear of any thoughts. Okay. We are finishing the foot soak technique, again like with meditation, by raising our Kundalini and taking bandha. Don't rush. Now, what we're going to do, just rinse your feet with the jug, using the water from the jug. Dry your feet. Now, take the water and throw it in the toilet. Flush the toilet once. Then rinse the bowl and throw the water again, dispose of the water and flush the toilet once again. And then wash your hands. Takes about 30 seconds. I'm coming back. All right. I hope that you enjoyed the food soak, and hope that you remembered. It's very simple. It's not a rocket science. Now we are going to do our deeper going meditation. And as usual, first let's raise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. Don't rush. Close your eyes. and tame your thoughts. Say no to any thought. Now let's first cleanse and balance our left channel. Left hand stays on our lap. Right hand towards Mother Earth. If you're sitting on the floor, just put your hand on the floor. We can humbly ask here, Mother Kundalini, please balance and cleanse my left channel. Eyes closed, no thoughts. Now let's clean our right channel. Right hand back on our lap and left hand towards the sky, towards the ether, the fourth element. Palm facing towards us. Here we can humbly ask, Mother Kundalini, please cleanse and balance our right channel. Please take away all the excessive heat from our right channel. Now let's put back our left hand on our lap. Our attention on central channel. From Muladhara, at the base of our spine, to Sahasrara. Here we can humbly ask, please, Mother Kundalini, cleanse and balance my central channel. Let me be in the present, not in the past nor in the future. Now, with our eyes closed, let's put our right hand on our left Nabi chakra. This, as I said, is on the level of the navel, on the left hand side of our stomach. And here, eyes closed, let's humbly ask, Mother Kundalini, please make me a generous person. Imbibe with me the generosity. Put back your right hand on your lap and left hand now, put it on your right Nabi chakra, under the liver, on the level of where the navel is, from the right hand side of your stomach. And here we can humbly ask, Mother, please give me the sense of self-dignity. Please, Mother, solve all my financial and family problems. Please, Mother, purify my attention. Take away my attention from material things. Let's put our left hand back on our lap. And now right hand on the central nabi, right on the navel, in the middle of the stomach. Here, we can now humbly ask, Mother, please make me a satisfied and peaceful person. Material things never give you satisfaction. Be satisfied with what you have. Please, Mother, make me a satisfied and peaceful person. We can say the mantra for the central nabi. Yes. We can sing together the mantra for the central nabi. The deity is Lakshmi Vishnu. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Deve Namo Namaha. Put back your right hand on your lap. Couple of minutes of silent meditation. Attention on Sahasrara. You can now slowly open your eyes. Say thank you for the meditation. And as usual, raise your Kundalini and take Bandha. Hope that you enjoyed the meditation. Now, I think it's the talk from Sri Mataji, a very short talk.
Now you are the lights. So I'll try to tell you about Sri Lakshmi, the symbol of Lakshmi. Sri Lakshmi is the symbol of the completeness of womanhood. She brings wealth, prosperity, auspiciousness. She brings in understanding, generosity, peace, and joy. She is the giver of all the blessings. The symbol of Lakshmi is that she stands on the lotus, which is pink in color. Pink color is the warmth of a motherhood. In India, even a small girl is called as mother. So in the various aspects of Lakshmi, the symbol is that first, she is a very warm person. Also in one hand she has the lotus, which is also pink in color. That also suggestive of her warmth. Even a funny type of a moth with all kinds of thorns attached to his body enters into a lotus, he finds a place where he can rest. She makes all the guests to come in her house and have the best bed and the best food. Normally, the men bring in a guest and the wife receives him and looks after him. So, it is suggestive that we have to look after any type of a guest who comes to our house and should completely devote ourselves to the looking after of the guest who is from outside. She is standing on the lotus and wearing also a pink sari. That is, you have to have balance to stand on a thing like lotus, because she is surrounded by water. And there are many animals around it, beast-like people who try to entice her. So she has to have a complete balance. Also, she has two hands with the lotus, and with two other hands she is giving, and with another hand she is blessing. This one means that she should be generous, she should be giving always to others, not for herself. She should not spend all the money on herself and nothing for the children or for the guests or for others. So it is the Lakshmi who has to give, who has to be generous. I have seen those people in Sahaja Yoga are generous. Their wives may not be, and then they suffer a lot. But if the wife is generous, she is rewarded. The whole family is rewarded 100 times. Generosity is like this, that you have one door open through which everything is coming in, and you open another door by giving. So there's a very good circulation. I enjoy my generosity the most, if it is generosity. And generosity is so rewarding, that it is unbelievable how the divine forces help a person who is generous. I'll give an example. I had a friend who said she wanted a sari from the foreign countries, these imported saris. And I had 2 of them, and I told another lady who was very miserly that I would like to give away these 2 saris to her. So she said, "You have only these 2 left now, why do you want to give her the sari?" She was miserly type. We were talking in the kitchen, but somebody rang the bell and I opened the door. He had brought 2 saris from Africa because some lady who had gone to Africa had sent them. So I said, "Why did she send me saris?" He said, "Because you had given her saris when she went, so she has sent you these." And when I opened the saris, they were exactly the same, the ones I had with me. So I took out both the saris and showed her, "See, this is the example. This is how it is. Always everything comes back to you when you are kind to others or if you are generous to others. You will find later on yourself, and so many have already found, they can't understand from where the money is coming. Just it works out that you get money whenever you want. Just forget it and it comes to you. People who are meticulously counting their money all the time, every morning, are never satisfied, and also they haven't got the blessings of any kind. But if you just leave the worry of money to God, everything works out. So, what do we understand? That it is all in the hands of God Almighty. After coming to Sahaja Yoga, you don't have to worry about anything. Leave it in the hands of God, and everything will work out. There is no need for you to go on telling people that, "Oh, I am so much worried, I have no money, I have no money." That shows that you are not yet Sahaja Yogis. So, if you have to improve those who are your neighbors or your friends or your country, first of all, you have to be very mature Sahaja Yogis. So the Lakshmi is already awakened within you. She resides in your Nabhi Chakra. So, with your Lakshmi awakened, why should you worry about money? So then, this last, her symbolic hand says that those who are under your protection, you must look after them. That means you have to bless everyone who comes in contact with you. And you have to worry about all the people who are under your control. This symbol is not only for the ladies, but more for the men. A man who is in the business has to respect his wife, and his wife should be respectable. If she is not, then auspiciousness will not come in that family. So you get all these blessings of Lakshmi if your housewife is good person. This symbol of Lakshmi is expressing a kind of a personality that is expected of a woman or a man who have got the blessings of money. So that is I was telling you about the first day, what is it, second day, what is it. But main thing is that on a Diwali day, we have to worship the Lakshmi. So today when we are worshipping Lakshmi, the men also have to know that they have to have a complete balance in life. So there are, as I said, many aspects, but one of them very important is that Sri Rama killed Ravana on 10 days before, they say, and was crowned on today. He was crowned today. So his wife was Sita. She was also made the queen. And in their life, it is shown how she remained absolutely dedicated to him. So in Sahaj culture, we have to be special people. We cannot be like other people who are just running after money and doing everything just to ruin themselves. So that in Sahaj culture, we have to meditate, get our satisfaction about everything within ourselves, and also we have to be like the Lakshmi children, the children of Lakshmi. So there are two aspects of this thing we have understood is that Lakshmi fulfills all our monetary needs. Plus also she gives us all the balance, all the joy, all the bliss in the family. Now the problem is with us that unless and until we meditate, unless and until we reach that state of satisfaction, we cannot see the work of this divine power. For all the people from Eastern countries could worship the Lakshmi, or you can say worship their own Kundalini, then whole of this problem of money will be solved. And such a change will come that those countries which today appear to be poorer than the rest of the European world will become quite rich by the blessings of Sri Lakshmi. Now, I have to take you to a very subtler side of life. And that subtler side is that with the blessings of Sri Lakshmi or Mahalakshmi, now you have achieved your self-realization. And the Mahalakshmi principle is that you rise much above your mundane life into the realm of self-realization. So by her blessings, you become like lotuses yourselves. Now you become the another aspect of Diwali, which means the rose of lights. Sri Rama's crowning or any other aspect of Sri Lakshmi here now becomes your own crowning. That is, you have now entered into the kingdom of God. And once you are there, then automatically, as the citizens of God's kingdom, you are blessed. And as you become the lotuses, then you start spreading your fragrance all around. The generosity at another level, at a lower level, is transformed into this universal love. Whatever you gain, whatever joy, satisfaction, vibrations, knowledge, all that you want to give it to others. You want to spread it because now you got the reality and you don't want to keep it to yourself. You think it is very important that everyone in the world should know about reality. This is significant in putting these lights, that now you are the lights.
So I hope you all enjoyed that that talk. Srimati very much touched on on a lot of the qualities that I mentioned at the beginning of the meeting, but she also reminded me of a few qualities that I omitted, that are very important for that chakra. It's very much centered around the home. So as we all know, we find our security, our satisfaction, a lot of our joy within the home. But it's very much finding that balance where we have a very healthy and joyful family life. And that very much is that balance that she was talking about in the talk. If we overwork, it imbalances the whole family life. The family life suffers. And very much the sense of, in the same way that, the quality of the wife, it's very much about nurturing that family unit, the people within the family, feeding them, looking after them, making sure their needs are met, but not just within the family, extending it to the community. So those qualities, it's very important that balance is attained, because actually it's also a reflection of the Nabi, your home. It's a reflection of the quality of your society too. So having that balance is very important. Spending, but not spending too much, giving to others, keeping for yourself. It's always that balance of give and take, and the left and the right, keeping those left and right qualities balanced, which is very important. Respecting your wife, respecting your husband, not being too dominating. And that's where the balance is found. And then the satisfaction comes from that, and the joy. So I don't know if anybody has any questions regarding that talk. Otherwise, I think the meeting, we've gone over quite a bit, because I think the foot soak probably took a little bit of time. But if anyone wants to stay on, we can do the breakout groups, and we can have a little chat about our experiences. I mean, I certainly have had a few experiences, with those blessings of the Nabi chakra, and it's often a lot to do with your faith and just that security of it's okay to give, or it's okay to spend, and that flow, you get it back in return. And you can hear so many incredible stories of friends of mine and colleagues that we've saved our money, we've gone on some amazing trips abroad. A couple of times I went over to India and had some incredible experiences, and stayed in an ashram there, and meditating with people around the world in an international environment was so eye-opening, and it's so important for the growth of my spirituality. And in that trip, it was in the very early days when I was just a student, and I could afford it, but it was difficult. It was still a bit of a luxury on my side. And when I was on the journey, I had my little bag, nothing of too much value in it, and everywhere I went, we'd put all our bags on the bus. There's a group of us that went, and my bag was never to be found. It was like everyone else had their bags, and I put my bag on the transport, but my bag never came off. And so I was in the complex with all the other people, and I just randomly walked into a room, and my bag was there. I found it. So I retrieved it, and then we went on to another destination, and we got into a train. I put my bag on the train with everyone else's, got off, and again my bag was gone. This wasn't to be found. So it was like almost my bag was destined to be lost. It didn't want to be found. So fortunately, I'd taken out my travel insurance. I went to the local police station, registered it lost, and when I got home, I handed it into my insurance company, thinking that I'd get a few £100s or whatever. But they paid me above and beyond what I expected. I think it was over £1,000, so that covered my entire trip. So that was a really nice little blessing. So small things like this do happen. So yeah, it's often is if you are spending for the right reasons as well. I think that's very important as well, not being spending in balance. So I think if anyone wants to join the breakout rooms, do you want to just unmute yourselves and give us a little shout out, and then we can get an idea of numbers?